Coming up next, we've got what do we got? We got Tony.
All right.
Hey, Tony.
Tony,
what's up, man?
what's going on?
How you doing
How
today?
you doing?
Not too
living
bad.
the
Just
dream
another
still.
day.
That's
Nice.
it, man. That's it.
Yo, when you started wrestling, was your ideal hardcore at first, or did you just start off at the regular match, like regular style?
No. To me, I fell in love with WWF when I grew up, and was a huge Hulk Hogan fan and loved it. And it was one of those things where ECW, that type of wrestling, was nowhere near in existence at that time. The closest thing we ever had to it, I think, was the Bushwhackers when they were sheep herders, and they were going around freaking doing what we were doing. Of course, that style of wrestling was still in Japan and hadn't reached the USA yet. It was only reached here when Terry Funk and Cactus Jack went over there, and they brought it over here and brought it to ECW. So that's how hardcore wrestling basically got on the map. So me, I would say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and train. That
Nice.
was me, because that's exactly what I wanted to do. I was a kid during the Hogan and Andre era, and a huge Hulkamaniac, like I said, and that's what I wanted to do. So ECW, when I first saw it, scared me to death. I didn't want to do that. I wasn't used to getting hit with tables and barbed wires and all of that crap. So I learned as I got into the company. And once I learned, the rest was history.
That leads to my next question. When was the first time you went through a table, and were you laying down or were you the one jumping? Because I've done it both ways back in the day when I was younger, but were you laying down on the table? And what were your thoughts? You were like, fuck, I got to go through a table today. Whose idea was this,
No, nothing at all. It was my job. I had to do it. If I can remember, it might have been Sabu and RVD that did it in ECW. And so, but no, there was no fear. I mean, once I got over the initial, being in ECW, getting hit with a chair, the barbed wire bat by the, late, good friend of mine, Axel Rodden. And then, of course, when you get hit in the head with a chair by Balls Mahoney, if you can get hit with him and still, be able to talk about it, then you're good. Then all the fear that you might have had being in that company is gone. And so with that being said, there was really no fear. There was nothing there to stop me from wanting to do what I wanted to do. And that was to become, somebody to be recognized in the ECW at the time, and to help, Bubba, become one half of the greatest tag team in the history of this business. Because remember, when we first came in, we were looked at as a joke. We weren't for real. And, we took it to that next level. Thank God for the other Dudleys that started before us and paved the way. But we took it to the next level.
So I didn't even know there was other Dudleys.
Oh, there's about 9 of us total altogether.
Damn. So who came up with you guys being a tag team? Whose idea was that? That's a question for my friend PJ.
Paul Heyman. He had an idea. Johnny Rods was my teacher back in Brooklyn at Gleason's gym. Johnny also trained Taz, Tommy Dreamer, Big Dudley. He also trained Mondo Clean. That was in the WWE when the first Monday Night Raw came out. He also helped train SD Special Delivery Jones and the great one, Roddy Piper, which if you read his book, he puts over Johnny huge as really guiding him in his career. So he called Johnny Rods. I believe Dreamer called Johnny and said, hey, we're looking for a Rastafarian Dudley. And at the time, my hair was already leaving the top. So I was like, well, I can't grow dreads, but, I can be probably what you want me to be. And Johnny made the phone call. I had to try out, and the rest was history.
Damn.
All right, so Tony got he's got one of these Sunday Night Heat figures. I believe there might be a poster on there with his name on it, Tony Cucina.
There's a poster?
No, it's a figure.
Oh, okay, hold on. Yep.
What was the highest you've jumped from or fell from? 20 feet?
25 feet with Jeff Hardy, which I'll never do again.
I was my first time jumping off a ladder, it was like 10 feet. We had a few feet of snow in the back, and my friend put on a Misfits song. First time listening to Misfits, I did my first backflip off a 10-foot ladder. It was crazy.
Now, Tony, I gotta ask a question. I mean, apparently, I got paid for doing it. Why the hell did you do it?
I've always been into flipping and stuff. I've done a 20-foot house. I've done 80-foot cliffs, all kinds of crazy shit I've jumped off. I've even done skydiving. Funny thing is, I'm afraid of heights. I just love that excitement.
Well, I can tell you what, I'm afraid of heights, and the only reason why I did it is because I got paid.
Oh, yeah, it's weird how I'm afraid of heights.
Tony,
Nice.
Here you go. Here you go.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you,
wishes,
You have
Tony.
a good day.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
man.
sir. You take care.
Peace.